Guys, we have another great video in store here on the Pawn Man channel. First off, if you don't subscribe to this channel, be sure you do so. Post your questions in the comment section so I can answer them on the next Between the Pawn. I will be going to China soon, so honestly, I don't even know what's in this video. I filmed a ton of content in advance, but stick around for the questions at the end. It's another great video here on the Pawn Man channel. So you guys will notice, this is more gold than I usually have here in my showcase. So we just bought this stuff here. There's 3 ounces of gold here. We paid under melt. I'm gonna flip most of it to another dealer, particularly that right there, the St. Gaudens. Nobody wants those. It's one of my least favorite things to buy. Even when they're graded, nobody wants them. So I'm gonna just dump these. I'm probably gonna keep one of the Chinese pieces though. So as I predicted in my last video, I said gold and silver were gonna rise quite a bit this week, and that right now is correct. We are over $27.50 an ounce on gold. Silver now closing in at $35 an ounce. So I've been buying more gold than silver. I mean, silver's finally broken loose and it seems to be moving, but I just think gold's got more opportunity to keep climbing and keep climbing versus silver, I think, faces more resistance. So every week for my wholesaler, I've been ordering small amounts of gold just to be beefing up on it. So like I said, we're gonna be ditching most of the stuff, but I'm gonna keep a little bit and keep adding to it because I practice what I preach. Let's talk a little bit though about what just came in the mail too. All right, so we got these. My friends at NGC, I've mentioned this, I have a whole team in China, and they sent me 3 rolls of these coins, and I got literally all of them graded. These are straight from the Chinese mint. This is the 2019 70th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. Pretty much all of them scored 68 to 69 proof-like, meaning these are worth about $50 a piece. Oh, and then I had Lunar Series. Oh, I had this sent in. I'm keeping this for I'm hedging this with the gold market, but this is worth probably about 400 bucks. 500 bucks maybe. These are really rare. If you guys ever see gold from Singapore, hold on to it. There's not a lot in the mintage on Singaporean gold. Oh, and actually, we're gonna talk about this in the next episode. We're talking about Sealand. Little sneak peek here. I bought this. I think I paid like 25 bucks for this thing. It's worth about 50, 60 now. It's silver cockatoo. It's 925 silver. Proof 69 ultra cameo. Yeah, this is straight out of the box. I just decided to send that in. A lot of stuff for my showcase. So that's one aspect of the mail. And I got something else here. If you guys don't follow 845 Stacking on Instagram, Mr. Phil Morales off the East Coast. I played Sopranos trivia with him, with Charlie Mack, like 2 years ago for a stream. He kicked my ass. This is so cool. 1996 Robin Hood Proof 68 Ultra Cameo from North Korea. 7 grams of silver. This is an extremely rare coin. He sold it to me for like way too cheap, and we were gonna do a fundraiser. I'll just make a donation. It was gonna be for one of the hurricanes that just hit Florida. I'll just make a donation. I wanna keep it. This is too cool. With the price of precious metals though, to close out what I was saying. Okay, so we got 10,500 into it. We're gonna go dump most of it to another dealer. Now, I do have, some of you might be jumping down my throat. I do have a rule. I don't sell gifts, and this was a gift. That said, I kinda need the money because I'm going to China for a month, and it's going to screw things up here, and we need all the money we can get with me, the driving sales force of this business, being gone for a month. So I'm going to make a concession here and break my own rule. I have some moves to make. Let's see how much money we make. We made about $800 on that deal when all is said and done. We paid 10.5, I got 10.2, I kept the 10 grammer, so there will be about an $800 profit, but I will show you guys instead, because this is what I do. Sometimes I buy, and then I flip it to another dealer, and then I get stuff that I need for my online store. So for the Pawn Man Bullion Club, check this out. So we got some North-Fed dollars. We just covered those on Pawn Man. These are the new ones. I'm gonna send a couple of these out. Some premium 1 ouncers from various governments. We got some koalas. And then I'm probably just gonna do one of these. These retail for like $150. I'm gonna send, I think, one of these to somebody. It's 1 ounce, but it's like one of the nicest pours I've ever seen. And they all come with these COAs. So I think I'll send out one of these to one person each. I got this one, this big one for my showcase. I got these Somali fractionals for my whatnot auctions. I think I'll include some of these too. These have a huge premium. This one I'm probably gonna keep, and then this one I'm gonna keep because I'm keeping all the political stuff for my private collection. So it's Trump and Hillary, a 2-headed monster. Oh, also, there's something I do want to say about this. These statues are cool, but whenever I buy these, and something to watch out for, especially if you are pouring these yourself, never ever pour something that's a trademark image. Don't sell it. There may or may not have been a Disney one at the shop that I was at. They can come after you. and they oftentimes do. So do not mess around with that. Honestly, you guys, I wouldn't even buy it if I were you. If you see it in a store and it's not a licensed product, just don't buy it, because if you sell it, if you go to sell it, if anybody catches you and they're feeling malicious enough, they can come after you for trademark infringement, because you're selling a likeness that you don't own the rights to and making money off of that. You owe them royalties. That's how that works. So be careful of this kind of stuff. If it's generic though, like this is just some cool gargoyle, like this is just a nice piece of art, this is fine. But Darth Vader, no.
So I got a few coins I just want you to look at. I got a pretty nice collection at home.
Yeah, I'll take a look, see what I can offer.
There's a 32S.
Okay.
I don't know if this is real. Yeah, I think that's real.
Kind of beat up.
Yeah, this one.
It also
it
might.
It came from 1932 though.
It might get. No, it's real. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like my prices. I'd give you $45 on this. It's kind of all I want to be at on this.
What if okay, so yeah, let's do this. What you think about not just the war nickel, that's a silver war nickel.
Right, I'd be at $1.
You're saying you can't do nothing. I mean, it's the S though.
Yeah, but I either melt these down or I sell them in bulk. I don't really do anything with these. Okay, so these I don't buy. I only buy the silver ones.
Okay. Could you think you could do 100 on these? Please?
No, I just can't.
Can you do 75?
Most of them want to be at like $50, and I think I'm being generous
for
with
this
that.
one.
Yeah, I've seen these coins before. I think I'll probably get about $70 on it when I sell it. So I'll make about $20.
I'll do 50 for that.
Okay.
Listen,
All right. All right, you guys want the good news or the bad news? The good news is we definitely just got a new character here for the show, because that guy is going to be back. The bad news is I for sure just gave a mouse a cookie. Oh, absolutely. We're going to send that coin in. I am 75% sure it's real. Something about it looked a little modern to me. It looked like it was struck in maybe with a modern die, so maybe it's a really good fake. We're gonna send it in. If it's real, I wasn't bullshitting him. I'll probably get between $70 and $100 for him at Whatnot auction. This guy, his coins were shit. And I hate these interactions where I'm dealing with somebody that has shit coins and it's like, I'm really busy. There's not a lot of money to be made here. Like, I already got my content. I don't want to buy anything else, so can we wrap this up? Like, I can't do that. That's fucking rude. Guy's definitely coming back. His name's Eddie. I'm tentatively gonna call him Fast Eddie, because he seems like a hustler. He kind of seemed like he was bullshitting me, but not like, I don't know. We'll find out as we get to know Eddie better. I guarantee he's gonna be back. Chris Farley was one of my favorites. Well, I was really young when he died, so I didn't really know much about him then, but I have this Chris Farley commemorative silver coin, and let's talk a little bit about Chris Farley. Chris Farley was known for his over-the-top energy. He was on Saturday Night Live, as well as a bunch of other really financially successful films in the 1990s. He was born in Madison, Wisconsin in 1964, and he grew up in a tight-knit Irish Catholic family, which probably is where he got a sense of humor because of, you know, when you grow up around something strict, you tend to become the opposite. He played football in high school, he attended Marquette University, and he got a degree in communications and theater. After college, he joined the Second City Theater in Chicago, and this is kind of where he got his start. He rose amongst the people that he was working with for his larger-than-life style and his over-the-top physical comedy. Okay? Like, I'm getting a smile just saying that out loud, just like using himself as like a human wrecking ball for the sake of comedy. He joined the cast of SNL in 1990, and he joined alongside SNL alums Adam Sandler, David Spade, and Chris Rock. He was one of those big breakout stars that was just too big for SNL, and whenever we see those, they're always apparent. Like, they always shine above the cast. I think he was the funniest cast member of everybody that he was with at the time. So he transitioned in 1995 into Hollywood with his majorly successful comedy Tommy Boy, which he starred alongside former SNL cast member David Spade. He teamed up again the next year for the movie Black Sheep, again with David Spade, Beverly Hills Ninja in 1997, and he was set to voice Shrek. His career was exploding. He was one of the funniest, most successful people in Hollywood. But he liked to party. He was really into some hardcore drugs. He secretly was struggling with issues of insecurity. He didn't like his weight. There's a lot he didn't like about himself. He had a lot of demons, but, you know, he was kind of the sad clown. He had multiple stints in rehab. He spoke pretty openly about some of his struggles with substance and with some insecurity and other psychological issues. And on December 18th, 1997, he died. He was found dead in his Chicago apartment. He was only 33 years old. And he, of course, died of overdose. I think he died on speedballs. So this here in my hand, I paid a little over $100 for this. Worth about what I paid. I just really wanted to feature him and talk about him since he was such a beloved comedian and screen presence, and his stuff on SNL is legendary. If you guys have never seen his stuff on SNL, go look up old clips. They're by far the funniest SNL like ever made. I think that cast that he was on was probably the best cast of SNL like ever. So Chris Farley, I got this Chris Farley coin. This is from Palau. It's 1 ounce of silver, and I actually don't really care if I sell this or not. What I don't like about this, not to say anything bad about NGC, this NGCX thing that they're doing, where it's no Sheldon grading scale, it's out of 10 points and not 70. I hate it. So, cool coin though. This coin I made $1,000 on. I got this for free. This coin is worth about $4,000. Here's what happened. So this was a huge coin deal I did about a month ago. By I did, I mean my employee did. We didn't film it. It was like a $5,000 deal, and the guy was just like, "Oh, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care." So we put this under the Sigma, and this old coins, you guys, old gold coins, and I actually didn't know this. They don't Sigma. I was like, "Well, I don't know if it's real." He goes, "Oh, just have it." I'm like, about the Joker. Very poor choice of words. That was actually the thought that went through my head when he said that. I just was like, okay. And like, I didn't know, but it's like, I'm getting it for free. It's real. So I sold this to a friend for $1,000 because it's like, well, I may as well just cut somebody a really good deal since they didn't pay for it. So you guys don't do that. When you're negotiating, have them test it. Don't just surrender items. Like, you know, take it to a second place, get a second opinion. But if you make, I mean, the guy made a huge mistake here, and I literally did not know that the old gold coins don't Sigma. I learned that. So know that and don't do that. That's not how you negotiate. Ready for your coin? I'll send everybody home. I wanted some peace and quiet here. Well, because shoes are important, and I wanted to have like new clothes for my trip. So I got some new shoes. Oh, cool. Fuck yeah. Unfortunately, I want to keep these as fresh as possible, so I'm not going to be able to wear these. It wouldn't hurt if I wore them around the store. But I have not bought new shoes in quite a while, so time for that new shoes dance. New shoes, new shoes, new shoes, new shoes. Ah! Oh, look at this kitty cat. Look at this kitty cat. Oh, Daddy's gonna miss his sweet kitty. Yeah. I'm depositing her with my parents. I did not tell them if she's been peeing in the house. That's their problem. What's going on, you guys? We're Between the Pawn. I'm Evan. This is my week in the gold and silver business. And honestly, you guys, I am so busy getting ready for China. I just sat down to record this and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna put my logo on. I'm just gonna get the video out. So we're gonna have a few videos posting on this channel. It will be some of my travels in China. I'm hoping to do like a 4-part series because I was gonna do a documentary, but it just got logistically too hard. It was gonna be really expensive for me to have made too. I did have somebody that wanted to bankroll it, but I didn't think that I was gonna be able to get the best product that I could make it, and I didn't want to take somebody's money if I wasn't going to be delivering them a really good product. So I scrapped the documentary. I am bringing my cameras to China. I'm leaving in, 10 days. So I've been running around trying to get everything ready, batten down the hatches. We have a question actually about that I'll get into. That's kind of been my primary focus right now, is getting ready for this trip, because it is going to be a really busy trip. They're putting me to, well, not they are, I'm putting me to work. I am getting to work like the minute I get off the plane. There's a big flag raising ceremony they do in Beijing, and I'm basically going from the airport to there, planning on staying up the whole night before. Join me for a whatnot auction the night before I leave, which will be Thursday the 14th. If you are having some kind of an issue with whatnot, whether your package got slit open or something else happened, there's a proper way to go through processing a return. Yelling at me in a message is not how you do it. It's really easy to file for a return or complain to whatnot and have them correct it, but that is the channel to go through. Sending me an angry message, it doesn't happen very often, but I had a few people want to return stuff. One guy got his package slit open. It was like, then go and fill out the form. So do that. Don't yell at my shipper, my packager, because he responds to all the messages too. And it's somebody got really pissed at him for something that was not that big of a deal, and I felt kind of bad because he felt bad. Anyway, all right. So with that, you guys, let's just get right into these questions. I will be recording an episode next week. We are discussing the McDonald's Monopoly scam and other famous scams and famous items that are collectible affiliated with scams. So look for that. Question 1 coming in from Lon Corvrit says, question for Between the Pawn. Now that you've generally stopped antiques, what antique would you still have to buy if it walked through the door? John Wayne Gacy painting. That's what I want. That's what I really want. We've covered this before. I've talked about this before. I genuinely think he was a good artist, as creepy as he was. I would definitely love to buy one. They're very expensive. They're like $20,000 to $50,000 now, maybe more. Nobody would touch his art 10, 15 years ago. Now it's collectible. So that or some kind of murderabilia would be interesting. I got a PSA 9 Menendez Brothers card, and I actually just got that framed. And we might reignite the Pawn Man True Crime, because I've had a lot of demand for it. Question 2 coming in from Raymond McGowan, 312. Raymond says, you mentioned there are problems when you stepped away from the business over the summer. Are you concerned with those problems coming back when you're in China? No. And here's why. One of the problems was there were too many people working here, and only half of them were doing a good job, and the other half were just taking my money and pretending to work or doing a shitty job. So I think the problem was cutting all the fat. And we just went out last night. I took everyone out. I have 3 people here in the store, 4 including myself, and I have 1 packager. And I have the best team I have ever had in this store. We are doing really well. I think part of it was I had too many people on payroll, and not everybody was doing a very good job. So once I leave, I'm really not concerned about how the store is gonna do. My team is very capable of handling themselves. I think they're going to do a great job. They, like I said, the business has been going well ever since I stepped in and got rid of the manager. Yeah, actually, we almost completely ran out of money. We are doing fine now. I've promised a very large bonus if I get back, and I am in better financial shape than when I left, like significantly. I gave a dollar amount that needs to be in the bank account. I said, if you guys can hit this, I'm gonna... And I wonder if I come back, if it's gonna be like we're doing like way better. It's like, oh fuck, maybe the problem's me. So I'm not worried about it. All right, next question. Question. Vote third party. So I was briefly seeing this other girl. I really liked her. I saw her for all of 2 weeks because she's voting third party, and we watched the movie, ironically, we watched the movie Civil War. This was a couple weeks ago. And during the break in the movie, she said, this is why I'm voting for Jill Stein. And I'm like, that's actually highly problematic. And let me try to politely explain why. And she stormed out. We got into a huge, actually, no, I kept being like, can we please stop talking about this? And she kept being like, no, I'm trying to tell it. And fuck. So voting third party, I think is evil and stupid. It's your vote, but it's a 2-party system. And voting for Jill Stein, she's actually probably a Russian agent. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track here. Tickle Monster Gal says, what do you think is the best choice you have made since opening the store? This is kind of a tough one, and I thought about this. I've already thought about this for about 20 minutes. I looked at the questions in advance a few nights ago. Well, I can think of a few. I don't even think of one. I put away a lot of bullion over the years, and I've been trying to put more and more stuff away. I've run into some tight positions here and there, and I've had to liquidate stuff. But right now, I built it back up. I have a decent amount in reserve. I got some rare shit put away, and a lot of it's precious metal, which has gone up a lot in value. For example, I have a 1986 West Point Mint Proof 70 Ultra Cameo first year issue Gold Eagle that's signed by a senator or something. I paid spot for it last year, and I was like, God, gold's gonna go way up. I think I paid like $1,800 for it, and I put that shit away. That shit, then it was worth $5. It's probably worth like $7 now. So stuff like that was a good decision. I have learned to get rid of people when it's obvious that it's like not working out. I've had a few people where it hasn't worked out, and it was, I put up with a lot of shit once upon a time, and I really don't anymore. So just based how well the business is going now, because I was upset when I lost half my staff. They quit / I fired some people, and it actually turned out to be really good that happened. So being able to let people go and pulling the plug and knowing when it's time to be like, okay, nope, done, next. And then finally, not selling, because I've had people try to buy me, and I've never even considered it. I've turned it down, and frankly, my intellectual property only gets more and more valuable every year as I get more followers, as I build up this following. I am growing like a weed in China. My audience is growing really fast there. So had I sold this business, they might have that. None of that might have happened, / they might have a piece of that, whoever bought this, and they would have bought it cheap, and now it's worth a lot more. The Pawn Man brand is like part of what I'm doing overseas there. So, okay, in that case then, what's the best thing I've done? I wouldn't have it if I hadn't donated the World War II photo book album to China. So that's probably the best thing I've done. I didn't do it for those reasons, but just what's happening now because of that, it turned out to be a good move. And it was the right thing to do. And then the last question coming in from FZYO0001 says, what is your carry piece? This is a Springfield XD 45 caliber with hollow points. We actually went to the gun range last night. We did a team building exercise. We went to the gun range and then we were gonna go bowling and they lost their liquor license, the bowling alley. So we were like, fuck that. So we went to a bar and we got shit-faced and it was great. That'll do it for this Between the Pond. You guys, this will be the last Between the Pond, probably until I get back from China. I think we are gonna skip the holiday episode this year because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to film that. I never say never, but like it's looking like, because I won't be back until like almost Christmas. So follow this channel, head to pawnmanstore.com. We're selling bullion at the cheapest price on the internet. We also have the subscription service. More and more people are signing up for it. I have only had a small handful of people cancel the subscription service. More and more people are signing up and they are happy with it. So check out pawnmanstore.com. You have my books. I'm currently working on my 5th. I actually am bringing the manuscript with me to work on the plane. I will just say, if this is my, well, I don't want to be morbid, but fuck it, I'll say it. If this is my last Between the Pond, something happens to me. It's been real, everyone. I don't think so, but just know that stepping into this role and doing this has been my greatest honor in life. And it's been a lot of fun educating people and putting myself out there on the internet and, you know, becoming kind of a big deal. I think I'll be fine, but just know I'm dying happy if I die. All right, everyone. See you back here for another great video. Subscribe to the channel. Post your questions in the comment section so I can answer them. And I will see you all when I get back from the other side of the earth. Later.